Hello friends, welcome to my new video lecture series of the new software Autocad 2020. I am using the latest version of Autocad, that is Autocad 2020. So when I open the software here, you can see this welcome screen. You will be able to see. Now I will tell you in this video. I am going to just introduce Autocad software, and from next video we are going to see each and every function in the Autocad one by one. So now you can see this is your welcome screen. Here you can see here get started, start drawing. If I click here, I will start with the new drawing. Now and next there is the template. Templates they are the default templates are the default already saved documents of which type you want. You can see here AutoCAD name, plot style, AutoCAD name, plot style, DWD, AutoCAD 3D, Auto ISO name, plot style on different basis. You can see here the template which you want to use, which type of drawing you want to do. You can use, or you can just click on start drawing and you can start entering your drawing and start your work. Now next there is tutorial. If you don't know anything of AutoCAD, then here also AutoCAD has given a tutorial. If you want to do architecture work or other work, you can just click on the tutorial and just see the video, so that you will able to do the you will be able to know the each and every function of AutoCAD by this video also. Now next I'm going to next is open file. You can open any AutoCAD file if you have in your PC, and just click on open, select the file path and open there. If you have any sheet set, then you can also open from here. Now next, if you want to download any template online, just click on get more template online, and it will divert you to the website, and from there you can download AutoCAD any template. Template is basically a set of drawing already created. If you want to do suppose if you want to do work in AutoCAD 2D and it is for house plan, then if you download the template of a house plan, then you will get already all the setting that you require, like creation of layers. There will be different layers created for window, door, and like this you get in a different template which you have to download online. In short, it is just help to make your work fast. Next is explore sample drawing. This you can by clicking here you can just get the sample drawing of type of drawing in AutoCAD. It is not much useful. It is just a basic training options. Next is you can see a registration document. These are the 3 documents given by AutoCAD. It will be always there when you open AutoCAD any version. There are drawings given by Autodesk software AutoCAD. They are the default drawings. First is sample floor plan. Next is data extraction and multi-leader sample. This is a sample sheet. These are the default drawings. If you want to see what type of drawing you can draw in AutoCAD, you can just click here and open the drawing. Next is notification. Here you can see next there is notification. Here you can see if there is any new update, you will get the notification here, and if there is any warning of any or help or something is there, you will always get a notification. Next is connect and sign in with your account. Here you can, if you have the license copy, then you can just sign in from here. Next is send feedback. If you want to send any feedback, you can send it. We are going to start with our AutoCAD software. I will just click here start drawing and it will just open the new file. It is just opening. I will just click here start drawing. See, now it has just opened the new drawing. You can see here. So now when I open the AutoCAD with the help of start drawing, you can see this type of interface. You can see here. Here are all the symbols and all the functions that we are going to see one by one. This total interface is called user interface. When you first open AutoCAD software, when you open new file, you can see here this type of window you will get, and this is called as user interface. This total sheet type of sheet, it is called as user interface, where you do your AutoCAD 2D drafting or any drawing. When I first open this, will get here default name, that is AutoCAD drawing 1. If you want to again open, if you want to just add a new file, then you can just click on plus. You will get again here drawing 2. So like we open new file in any other function, that is this type of work. Like in MS Word, you open new Word document. Like in MS Word, we open new document. This type of what you can say, this type of it works. Like drawing 1, drawing 2. If you want to add another drawing, just click here and just you will get here drawing 2. If you want to just close this, you don't want this drawing to just, you can close here, click here and it will be closed. Now if you want to again close this, again just click here and it will be closed. So now this is our default drawing number 1. When you save here by any other name, just the name will be changed here. It is the default name given by AutoCAD drawing number 1. So before starting, I'm going to give you some basic idea of AutoCAD. AutoCAD is 2D drafting software. If you are a diploma student, then you might have heard that in your diploma college, you were having the AD and CD lecture, that is AutoCAD drafting lectures, in which graphics you might have the subject graphics, in which you were drawing. You were given the assignment and you were drawing with the help of drafter. Just AutoCAD is a same like that type of work. Just we have to draw the drawing in this software, not on the sheet. So the full form of AutoCAD is Automatic Computer Aided Designing. AutoCAD. Automatic Computer Aided Designing. Just you can see here AutoCAD. And now next basic that is, I'm going to tell you about the father of AutoCAD. The founder of AutoCAD is the man who founded the AutoCAD was John Walker. He founded the AutoCAD in 1982. And the father of AutoCAD is Mike Riddle. You can just write down this information in your notebook, so that it will be asked in any interview. I'm telling you again that founder of AutoCAD is John Walker, who founded AutoCAD software in 1982, and father of AutoCAD is Mike Riddle. You can just write down it. Okay, now we are going to start our real work. That is, we are going to start with our software. So now first I'm going to start from here. This option is called we are going to start from here. When we click here, you can see that there are many options coming. This type of option is called application menu. You can see here when I click on this, here you can see here 5-6 options coming. So this menu is called application menu, and you can see here there are different options. First is new. If you want to open a new drawing, then just click new drawing. Or if you want to open a new sheet, then new sheet. Now if you want to open any saved file, just click on open, and you can go with drawing and just go to the path and open like this. They are same. And again, one important thing, that AutoCAD file is saved in the format of .twg, like image is saved in .jpg. AutoCAD file is saved in .dwg. It is very important. It is many times asked in interviews. So should remember that AutoCAD file is always saved in .twg. Now next is save as. These are the basic options. You might have always known this. We are going to again see if you require in this option when it comes. We are going to see this option, but these are the basic option: import, export, publish, print. You might have known this. These are the basic options. So now next will be our this menu. This menu is called as a this menu is called as quick access toolbar. Which menu? This from here to here. This menu is called quick access toolbar. Why it is called quick access toolbar? Because we can just quickly click on any here. See here we can quickly open save as, open from web, print. We don't have to go here and then click save. Just we have to click here save, and it will be saved. So it is called as quick access toolbar. So now next is our workspace. If I click here, you can see that this is the quick access toolbar. Next is our workspace. When I click, oh sorry, by mistake I just have not I just have not selected the workspace here. See what was the problem? It was off, so it was not able to. I was not able to see the workspace here. So just go here and just click on workspace, and it will be there. So this option, when you open this, it is called quick access toolbar. That is this type. Whichever function you want, you can just select here, and it will be there on this board. That is quick access toolbar. I just click on workspace and it is there. So I was telling you about the workspace. What is workspace? Workspace is of four types. That is 3D basics, 3D modeling, save as current, or 3D basics, 3 types: 3D basic, 3D modeling, and drafting and annotation. So if you want to do work in 2D, then we are using drafting and annotation. So you can see here currently I am in 2D frame, so the option selected is drafting and annotation. If I want to switch to 3D, I will just click here 3D basic or 3D modeling, and it will switch to 3D. So we have 3 types of workspace. Just remember it. Now next our will be. So I will just show you about difference between 2D and 3D. Now I am using 2D option, that is drafting and annotation. So I am seeing these all symbols there of 2D, that is line, polyline, circle, arc, and these all tabs they are used for 2D option. When I switch to 3D basics, these all symbol will change to, see, these all functions are of 3D. Now there are not any 2D symbol you can see. So now I will again come to 2D, that is drafting and annotation. So again there switch to 2D symbol, that is line, polyline, and so you can see here draw. What do we mean by draw? Draw means you have to draw any drawing like this. So when I click here, you can see that there are all the functions related to drawing. Now next is modify. When I click on modify, you can modify all the drawings which you have drawn. Like suppose I have drawn a line, and I can just modify here. Yeah, these are the different functions which I will be able to modify my drawing. Now next is annotation. In annotation, you can see here that annotation is basically these are given of name. If you given any specific name, so that you can just stick here text style, dimension style, multi-line, letter, single line, and then you can do it by clicking on annotation. Now next there in the layer section you can create different layers again. Like layer means you can do different colors, create different layers of different colors to like door, window, again ventilator, again wall, again what we can say, again different floor. You can do different layers. Like you give black layer to walls, white layers to window, pink layers to doors. Like you can do different so that you can easily recognize. We are going to see this in the next coming lectures. Next is block. You can also create a block. Block means you can create a window manually by using line and just save it, so that you can save it as a block, so that this window, when you save it as a block, then you can use the next time when you are drawing. Means if I save something here in the block, then you can just click on here insert and bring that drawing again to your diagram when next time you want to use it. Next is properties. Again there are different function of line, match properties. Here also group, utilities. We are going to see this, don't worry. This view. Okay. Now next I am coming to is the title bar. Title bar, you can see here there is written Autocad 2020 student version. So what is Autodesk? Autodesk is the name of the company who has prepared Autocad software. And you can see Autocad is the software name. It is 2020. It is the version. That's the 2020. 1 second. So where will be? I was just telling 2020 is the version which we are using. If we are using 2019, it will show you 2019, 2018, which is the latest version of Autocad. So it is here shown 2020, and now this is here shown student version. So I am not having the license copy, so here it is shown the student version. Next is the drawing name. If you save anything of your drawing name, so file 1, it will show your file 1. This is default name in the starting of the lecture. I told you drawing 1. So here it is shown drawing 1. .wg, it is the file type, save file type extension of Autocad. Now next will be our I will just come here. This is our, it is called Viewcube. Viewcube means what? You can just change your here with the help of Viewcube. You can just change your, like this. You can see here it's shown, it is top view. These are the direction: north, east, west, south. You can just change here. If you want to go to east direction, just click here, it will go to east direction. If you want to go to south direction, just again click here, it will go to south. If you want to go west, then it will go to west again, and we are going to north. Now next will be our, this is top view. If you want to go to side view, means left, here it will go left. We are going to go back, right. Again we will come to top view, like this. Again it is top view. Now first you are seeing here there was first there was a dotted line here, and this dotted line is called Dotted not, it is just you can see here these types of transparent lines. These lines are called the grid lines, and this grid lines, if you want to just plain, if you want to just want your display, you can just click here, close that line. You can see now the display is very plain. These are called grid line, and if you want to just again click bring the grid line, just click on this, or there is also the shortcut F7. I will just click F7 from my keyboard, and F7, and just I will click F7 from see it, again the grid line has came. So now the shortcut of grid line is F7. So now I'm going to tell you this space. Space is called the viewport, which you are drawing. That space is called the viewport. Now just I was going to tell you about Viewcube. I forgot to tell you about one thing about Viewcube, that you can also change your view. Just you have to click here, and just you can see that it is changed to isometric view. If you again click here, it is changed to that view. So you can also shift to isometric view from here, or just you can also shift here. You can also know from here. See here top view. So I will just switch to southwest isometric, and this is shifted from here. So these two are used for isometric. Again, if you want to come to 2D view, just click on the top, and you will be there with your 2D view. Now next, this is type of means if you draw any 3D object, you can then this is mostly using 3D, because if you draw any 3D object, then you will be able to see the different and use of this like 2D wireframe, conceptual, hidden, realistic state. When we'll start 3D, and that time I am going to tell you about this function. It is mostly using 3D. So now next I am going to tell you about y axis. This axis is called xy axis, and it is default origin of the Autocad sheet. If you draw anything, any point here, and it will just see here it is showing that specific left corner, that is 1.6213 and 0.9579, means it is 1.6213 from x-axis and 0.975 from the y-axis from the origin. Now next I am going to tell you about this is called model. Now which you are drawing any drawing, then it is called as model. Now if you want to convert it into sheet, just we can go to layout, just convert our drawing into a sheet, that is A4 size, and just you can give your name to your sheet, your client name, and just print it out. Now next I am going to tell you about this type. This is called command. This command you can just type anything. If you type any line, just you can see that it will just open the line option, and just I have to click here, and just I will draw any. So just I will click anywhere here, and just I will draw any line here, like this. I can't draw anything, just by using. So now what is the use of this? It's just you can type in anything you want. If you want rectangle, I will just type REC, and it will show here rectangle. So now it is just you have to do any command or any order to this, and just you will follow our command. You can just order anything If you want to any dimension, text, anything, you can just type here and just it will automatically open it. So now next we are going to see the status bar. This type of bar, it is called as status bar. You can see here that they are showing that something called as coordinates, some type of coordinate. So when I go here, you can see it is just changing, and now when I go into here to origin, you can see that they are just changing. This they are showing that position of my cursor. So x-axis and y-axis, and now next you can see that they are showing 0. So now I am using 2D, so there is only x and y axis coordinates and z axis is 0. So when I will switch to 3D or ISO, then they will show that coordinates of z axis also. Next it is you can see there are different types of small icons here. Now first is the grid mode. If you want to keep on just one thing I am going to tell you can see here that there are some dark blue and some light, some dark and some light icons. The icons which are dark, you can see they are kept on, and the icons which are not dark, they are just switch off. Now like this upper function, there is also this type of option that you can just customize your icon which you want. Just if I want to add units, I will click here. You can see that the unit button will be added here. Now if I want to just close unit, I will just close, and let the unit will be added. If I do this, I can add, just close. So you can see that the units will be added in just you can add which again you can add which type of symbol, which type of work you need on that. If I want to add dynamic input, just click dynamic input and it will be shown in my status bar. So I'll just close here, and this different types of options. Now we are going to use this one by one, which will be needed. Now we'll just close here, and now just you can see that I have told you just the basic side of AutoCAD, each and every function, and this I am going to do. This is called that usage universal coordinate system. This is called as usage. This is your Viewcube, and you can see here now. This is your draw toolbar, modify, annotation, layers. This is how in insert, when you click on insert, you can just insert different types of project. Insert, import. Now you can see here, annotate, parameter, view, manage, output, add-ins, collaborate, express tool, and these are different types of options. They will be used by me one by one whenever they will be needed. So now I have told you all the basics of the AutoCAD. If you don't know anything of the AutoCAD, then also from this video you can just get an idea of what actually the AutoCAD is and what are the uses of the different function of the AutoCAD. So now from next lecture we will just start with the one by one from home, line, polyline, circle, and these are these toolbars, and simultaneously from third lecture we are going to see each and every function. After 4 or 5 lectures, then we will just going to start with the plan. We'll just draw a simple 2D plan, and one by one I will just tell you each and every function, how to use layer, block, properties, and here also this type of auto mode and everything, decimal, annotation, everything we are going to use here. And then so just keep watching my videos of AutoCAD. You will no need to join in class. We will learn AutoCAD from here. It is very easy software, but just you have to understand it once and just revise this software. Draw. We have to just. I will also give you some assignments so that you will be in touch with the software and also can practice here. And we will finish this in 10 to 15 lectures. We will finish the whole AutoCAD here simultaneously. I am also uploading the Revit lecture. You can also see that, and can also, if you like the video, you can click on the like button and just subscribe my channel. Thank you.